Hey, how are you guys doing? So we had the 6th episode of the anime, and we're about halfway through the 2nd season. So of course, the last episode was Azuna's episode. That was the 2nd episode for Azuna, and they got the song. So of course, we expect Azuna to do well, but let's see the full results. So for the full results, we're actually going to have a two-way tie for 12th place with Yu and Karen. 11th goes to Emma. 10th place goes to I. We got 9th going to Kanata, 8th going to Kasumi, 7th going to Mia, and then we have a two-way tie for 5th with Rina and Nanju. 4th goes to Shiriko, and then Asuna finishes up the top 3, the exact same order of Ayumu, Shizuku, and Setsuna Yuki being number 1. So here are the full results if you want to take a look at those. Again, yellows being the best, silver is second best, and bronze being the third best in each category, and red highlights things that are not good indicators of getting high places. So let's just start with the obvious. It's still Azuna's episode. Setsuna is probably the most popular out of the Azuna girls. So she wins, and she actually wins by a pretty good margin here. That's a really good average as she got here, which it's really low. I don't think it's been this low anywhere, anytime. So she really does kill it, and she's extremely popular with males. It's nothing new. She just really kills it. And with Shizuku getting second place, being the one that kind of default after Setsuna, and Ayumu really hasn't fully recovered from her reputation from season 1. But this was Azuna's episode, so she kind of gets a little boost. We'll probably see that drop off pretty quick afterwards. But it's still Azuna's episode, so nothing new. We expect them to do well, and all the girls on Azuna do pretty well. Past that, we got Shiriko, which we're starting to see more things with Shiriko happening. She was the one who kind of figured out Setsuna was, Nana. But I mean, if you leave the door open and yell out that, anyone can figure that out. But of course, we're gonna probably see her episode next, so we'll probably see her jump up to first. But I'm glad to see people are starting to really warm up to Shiriko, even though she's kind of been a little more bland in the anime so far. So we'll see if she becomes more of a shell and not be someone kind of stoic. It's kind of just who she's been so far. So I'm definitely looking to see more of Shiriko and to expand on her and whatnot. Nanju is in 5th. People like Nanju. She hasn't done much recently. Hopefully we'll see more of that soon. We got the Rina in 5th. She's usually been pretty popular. But of course, it was an Azuna episode, not a Quartz episode, so she's just kind of middle. Mia is there. She's gotten a few interactions, but mostly just been either with you in the class or cats. So we'll definitely have to see more for that. Kanata dropped all the way to 9, which kind of sucks. I like Kanata, but she hasn't done much in the anime. I mean, there was a moment with her mom. That was nice. But that's kind of it. And then we had Diary of Dio obviously falling back. It's been a while since we had a Diary of Dio episode, so they kind of fall all the way to the back. So, of course, not doing so well. And Emma's just never really been popular. And that still seems to be the case, where she's definitely towards 11th place. And, of course, signing last, we have you. So, you and kind of are 13, so that counts for something, right? I don't know. I guess. So, they both got 12th place here. Obviously, not great for them. But Karen's just kind of been not very popular for a long time, and she needs more stuff to really move up the charts. But let's take a look at the next one, where we're going to be looking at the results after each episode. So of course, after each episode, we can see the trends of how these girls evolve over time, and see some trends. Especially a big point is, I know a lot of people like to vote first for the girls episodes for their focus. But, here, if you kind of ignore those ones, and the ones where, over the whole season, those will kind of normalize out, so we can really get a good idea of how people feel about the girls. And we can start seeing a trend that, Karen, not popular. You, not popular. I, not very popular. Ayumu, seemingly not that popular, especially because what happened. Rina's been pretty popular. Setsuna popular. So that's the kind of trend we're starting to see that's forming here, as the girls will shift up and down places. Shiriko is still struggling because of her first season, if you want to go by her total average, because she was de facto last place. but she's doing a little better in this season. So overall, pretty interesting to take a look at. And so if we also look at the trends for subunits, we can take a look and see that Diver is kind of one that's been failing, especially recently and beginning. Rebirth hasn't had anything yet, so we can start seeing that it's kind of suffering as of more recently. But we'll have to take a look at those which actually comes out stronger. But it looks like Quartz is just number 1 overall, and it's kind of hard to disagree. And of course, Asuna won this episode, but I don't think it was really the strongest Asuna song out there. And of course, my personal opinion, I do think it was pretty good for Asuna songs, but you know, I think that was better. But of course, let me know what you guys think about this episode and what's going to happen in the next episode, and what do you think about these rankings and what's going to happen in the future. And of course, if you want to see the demographics, here are demographics, here are where people have voted and all that stuff. And of course, big shout out to all the people who participated in this poll. As you can see their names across the screen as they wish to be credited for their participation. If you want to be on here, just take a look at the next one when I post it on the community tab, and I'll let you guys know, and you can guys go ahead and vote into those. And of course, big shout out to YouTube members like Coolmax for supporting this channel. Thank you so much. And here are all the comments that I had left on the page or the poll. So let me know what you guys think about this in the comments below. How are you feeling about the current season so far? The subunits have been finished for the main 3. Now I think we might divert from that temporarily to learn more about Shiriko, Mia, and Nanju. But it's kind of like half the season is going to be the development for those 3 girls. Which, yes, there's only 3 girls to go over, so we don't need a whole season for them per se. But I think they could use all the development that they could have. But that's probably what's going to be happening. I don't know if there's going to be any U development, or at least song-wise. There'll probably be some development with her. But let me know what you guys think about that. And of course, next up, we probably have Shiriko. So what do you think is going to happen? It looks like there's going to be not that much being shared with the Elsa story. So let me know what are your predictions for that episode. Anyways, thank you guys for watching, and I'll catch you guys in another video soon.